Come on. Come on, come on, come on. No, we won't be using the recovery function, thank you, just yet. But I'm going to get myself out of this mess. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord, that was a big hit. Welcome into the video with me, the Midlife Simster. Thank you for joining me whilst I embrace my gaming incompetence. For those of you that have seen the last episode, you'll have seen that in true fashion, whereby I managed to roll and tip over, not once, but twice, the safest, most reliable, best truck in the game. Luckily, still on all 8 wheels, as it were. Came out here, found the Chevrolet Kodiak. End of the last episode talked about the idea of how to deal with this. Ironically, talking as if, you know, there were thousands of you who are going to start voting and talking about it in the comments. Directly brand new channel, 0 followers, so no one's going to talk about it, which means no one is going to be able to basically stop me and have an opinion on why I can't just do the fictitious recovery agent. Comes out, picks up the truck for us, brings it back to the garage. So we're going to leave this one in the garage for now. Head back out to the Azov, and we are going to basically carry on as we were, and try and pick off these watchtowers. So let's get started on that. Side note today, what do we know? 9th of May, afternoon 9th of May. Absolutely like lush outside, blue skies, really sunny, really nice weather. Vintage British bloke, terrible thing. Think, oh no, you know, Barbie season is upon us, let's have a look at that. Blatantly didn't clean the Barbie before it was put away at the end of last year. So another job to add to the to-do list. So let's have a quick look at what we're going to do here. So I think we're going to follow this trail. We'll try and head up towards that watchtower over there. So up on the hill in the distance. So again, to kind of like reiterate what the plan was going to be for this map, really. Just going to try and hit all these watchtowers around the kind of map, pick off maybe 1 or 2 of the easier tasks as we go along. Once we've got all them open, then we're going to start focusing on some of the tasks and hunting down the upgrades. We'll level up as best as we can and as quick as we can. And then we're going to start jumping around then the Michigan maps, really. Start opening those up and seeing what we can do. But my kind of preference at the moment initially is just to try and get a few levels sorted on this first map here, and then swinging out from there. So right, let's head back up this way. Again, this turning circle is horrific. I hate that. Now, why on earth do you think I want you to attach the winch from the middle of the truck? Really silly, that. Never really get why it's doing it. It's got to be because of the way I was looking, I suppose, from the side on. But still, quite frustrating. Nonetheless, let's carry on. Hopefully, once we've kind of opened this map up a little bit, then we can look at bringing back in a scout. Now, whether that's one of the ones that we find out here in the wilderness, or it ends up being we just go back and repurchase the Chevy. I haven't quite decided yet, but either way, it will make life a little easier in parts to have just a smaller vehicle that's going to be you know, more naturally suited to this task, essentially. That's not where I'm meant to be going. I need to carry on going up and then going off to the left. Now again, I'm gonna say it and curse myself. An area that you really don't want to tip over in, because there's essentially nothing for us to winch ourselves to. So gotta try and make sure we get this as right as we can. Try and get on straight onto this under 90 degrees, well, somewhat close to it, negate that tip factor, get up here, unlock this, and see where it brings us. I have to try and remember to consider a thumbnail on this episode at some point as well. Wrong button. There we go, very nice. So let's have a look here now. See, what we will need to do is bring the scout up into these locations and then scan this area, make sure there's nothing else up in the these shadows. What we got? Scout flatbed. Okay. Okay, so we'll go along here. We'll drop down on the left, I think, there. Pick this up, and then come back. Head south by here. Yeah, come south, and we will essentially be aiming for that watchtower. Because it's the first map, and the idea being that this series is still aimed at people like myself from a few weeks ago who were completely new to the game. I'm not going to do many sort of like cuts just yet. Let me just check. Is that no? I'm not going to do any kind of major jump cuts just yet in terms of the filming. So first few episodes are going to be quite long and drawn out. As soon as we get to the point, oh man alive, as soon as we get to the point where the jobs become a little bit repetitive, you know, we've seen the same thing sort of once or twice already, that's the time then to do a little bit of off-camera work, try and get some of the kind of more mundane, boring tasks done. I'll still record so that my inevitable mishaps are captured, but it just won't be quite like this where you are literally just watching me going from A to B. So road is out here. Yes, I recall this. Tricky little bit of land, this. We're gonna give it a go, but it's, as I recall, it is quite difficult to cross here. Poles are all on our left, so we'll come that way. Oops. Yeah, again, if you're brand new to the games, don't forget there's a good way to winch is to use your rear axle rather than just your front all the time, so it can get you past that point, and then you can hook back up to it again with your with the winch. The only thing is, if you're hooking up to the same thing, you've got to detach from that lamppost, for example, before you can reattach the winch. So let's have a look. We'll use the lamppost to get us at least level. We might then hook on to the back. Oh, we've actually got a little bit of movement here. So if we combine it with the winch, try and swing just a touch right. No idea where that connected. That was on that tree then, wasn't it? Doesn't quite want to do that for us. So steer into it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't get stuck. No idea where that connected then, or what that was hooking up to. Still moving, just. And there we go. Now again, the scout would never have made it across there for us. Not a chance. Especially with minimal upgrades having been applied to it. So another reason why, yes, it isn't necessarily playing the game in the spirit that it's meant to be played in, but it is going to make this kind of initial grind a lot quicker for us. Whilst the sun sets over there, I'm gonna just change the time on change the time on the map, and maybe take this opportunity to do a quick thumbnail. 2 seconds. Okay. Apologies for that. Let's box on. Naughty little cross in there, taking us down there. We could go and hunt that upgrade, but I said I really want to try and get these watchtowers sorted out in this episode if we can. And considering we're already somewhere between kind of 12 and 15 minutes into a recording, and as always, time is just gonna eat away at us when we're not doing any sort of like cutscenes and things, and I'm forcing you to watch me go from A to B in what is, albeit a very reliable and excellent truck, a very slow one. So difficult. I was thinking of things that are like unique to the channel and ideas for just like silly images and things like that. I'm really keen to try and knock together some sort of person doing the dishes at the sink, watching an iPad or a mobile phone. I do spend so much time watching YouTube under those circumstances, just pottering about with the housework. That's a trailer for us to go and save on another day. So we're only about 300 meters now from the watchtower as the crow flies. If I remember rightly, I think we're gonna go left and then right, or we're gonna go right and then left. Ah, man. I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit and say right. Can you tell I left that really late to make that decision then? I know some simple things, but I do just love how this game looks. I really, really do. I just think it's excellent. Probably could have been left and then right. Yeah, of course. Why not? Is this going to give us an option? Yeah, we can hook back around to the left up here. Somewhere, yeah. Watch the trees. Grow into our friends. Keep Greta on side. You'll also notice a little bit of a theme. I do love, now I call them GIFs, and I'm sure there probably are called GIFs, and that is a debate for another day. I will be calling them GIFs. That is what I've always known them to be. That is what I carry on calling them. And I love a GIF. I love a good GIF, especially in any form of group chat. If you can take the mic and answer someone, putting them down and giving them a bit of stick using a GIF, then I'm all about that life. That is great. Well done, you. Big fan of a good GIF. Happy days. Another watchtower sorted out. Let's launch that. Going back around towards the town now. Another upgrade located. Aha. Scout 800. Now, I know we get to keep that car when we get up there. So, as we're here, upgrades over there. Town here. How are we doing for fuel? Half tank fuel. Stuck trailer over there, which is going to be the one we saw out in the marshlands, I'm assuming. Can't get through the rock slide. So we could come down here, start these tasks off just so they're on the radar. UE back around, come back across, head up to the past the riverside repair and go and get that scout, and then basically head across, try and pick that upgrade up, drop down at the town, and then go from there. Excuse me, had to cough then. Right, okay, let's do that. Normally in most other vehicles I wouldn't be confident enough in them with their fuel consumption, and I might live to regret saying that, but I'm pretty not pretty sure, but I'm hopefully sure that this beast is going to be absolutely fine and won't guzz all the fuel that much. Show the task, start the drainage task, come back to that another day, just so it's on the radar. We can start picking them up as we go around. I was wondering if I didn't make some of the stuff kind of clear, so I'll explain it as to why it's always worth doing this and try and put it into a little bit of context. When you are driving around, if you come across somewhere that you can go and do a task, if you haven't started that task and it's not on your list where you can Greta where you can activate it, then I don't think you can complete the task. Excuse me. Which is, is obviously frustrating, and the maps are so big. The last thing you want to be doing is missing those sort of opportunities. So it's always worth it just getting those tasks activated, getting them onto your lists, and then as and when you're kind of going around, you can start ticking them off the list, as it were. Slightly different, I think, like the lost trailers and things like that, because I think they should have a task box next to them. It's more about the kind of deliveries and things, but that's the logic I apply to it anyway. So right, okay, so I started up a number of tasks for there. Happy days. So we're gonna hook back across now, try and head up and pick off the scout, start that other task, pick up the upgrade, and then head down to the garage. We'll then see how we're looking for time, see if we can pick up another cheeky watchtower down the south side, or kind of southwest side of the map, as it were. I don't know if it is the southwest side, but in my mind it's the southwest, basically sort of where we started essentially, for the tutorial with Chevy. I mean, look at this thing just beasting its way through this. Beast. Right, my friend. We're gonna go left, left. Yes, sir. I don't use the gearbox much with the Azov here. I generally just leave it in auto and let it do its thing. You can I'm gonna tell you a story in a moment. You can obviously jump into high, and I do use low for the harder terrain. But yeah, I don't use high with the Azov, hardly at all. Story. So the first time I played through on this particular task and location, I ended up bringing like a massive trailer down here for this. Because if we have a look at it, the Riverside repairs. Where are we? Come on, wake up. Riverside repair is 2 service parts, 2 wooden planks. So I brought all of them at the same time on one kind of 5-slot trailer. The trailer being so big, but you've obviously, like, I basically just ended up trashing this person's gaff. So like the front garden, all the fence and everything. It was just really difficult to bring the trailer down here and then do what I'm doing now, which is like the little 3-point turn to get back out here. Because I think you've got to drop it off. Yeah, I'm sure you've got to drop it off at the back. And it's just I couldn't see an obvious way in there last time. So yeah, not looking forward to that one. So while we were in the King of the Hill, we'll take the tracking off that because it's annoying me too much. We're now up here. We're gonna come out here, turn right, go down the hill, turn right, head up, pick up that upgrade. No, we're not. We're gonna. Ah, wake up, mate. You meant to carry on, weren't you, and get the scout. Right, 3-point turn back into his garden again. We'll carry on up, get the scout. Of course. We're looking for fuel 122. Oh, I've damaged your fence, mate. Hopefully he won't notice. Say nothing. Say nothing. Come on, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. Cool. Let's go. And again, at this point of the game, with so few upgrades and so little in terms of like leveling up, coming up here with a Chevy, although more suitable in size, obviously, you would be Greta, you'd be winching constantly, basically, to get around this terrain and this mud. Yeah, off. Massive stone. Go away. Come on. Hook. Around that corner. Yes. What a beast. What a beast. Come on now. Don't let me down. Bit of damage, can live with it. Have to excuse me, I got a bit of a cough today, so I'm constantly trying to kind of mute the mic on and off, so I'm not just coughing in your ears. Right, come on then. I mentioned barbecue now, see, and my other half is going out tonight with their friends. I'm left at home with the little ones, so I've got leftover pasta from last night, which is lovely. Love a bit of pasta, and particularly nice meal as well, in fairness. Off one of the Instagram guys, whose name I now forget. Anyway, all I can think about right now is burgers. And I'm gonna proper Barbie, but she would go wild if we had a Barbie without her. In fact, and I get it. You know, she likes a Barbie more than me. And here we go. New truck. No tasks to complete. Straight into it. 72 litres of fuel. Now then, I could show you guys a bit of a cheat here. Come on, baby. Out you come. Mate, can't even get it. You won't even get out of its own. I just dug it in. That's insane. Surely. Oh, well. Get back into the Azov. So what we could do, see, is if I just stick the handbrake on here and then winch Mr. Scout out onto the road. There we go, happy days. Got the engine here. So just very quickly, what we could do, two options really for us here. Take the Scout, head off up and over the top up here, drop onto the path, cut across, go and get that upgrade, box on, try and get that upgrade, box on, head down there, or we use the Azov and we take the fuel from the Scout to fill our tank up, and then we just send that back to the garage on the recovery agent trick that we did earlier. Because one of these two I'm going to send back right now. It's just a case of which one. So we've got the two upgrades, one watchtower down there to get, when we come back around then, we basically now I'm gonna do my fuel trick. I'm gonna steal the fuel from the Scout. So the source of the Scout, steal all of it. Thanks very much, Mr. Scout. Jump into the Scout and recover. Gosh. Stick him in there with a Chevy. Happy days. Back onto the local map. Back to the Azov. Start her up. Off we go. Like, I get we could have done it with the Scout, but it just, again, that it's not upgraded. and it's not as good as the Azov. It just really isn't. And yeah, that is boring. Yeah, it isn't playing it maybe in the light that it should be played, but it just, I mean, I've done it that way around. I'm telling you, it's so much harder. You can see what I'm thinking here, can't you? Let's see. Right, let's make me do something really stupid and regret my decision here. Man, Greta's gonna not like me. So we're gonna go full scout mode in the Azov here. We're gonna come up and over this brow. On the back of these rocks, I think it was, wasn't it? And then we're gonna drop onto that. I mean, we could do that, but that's just too stupid. It's asking for trouble going across the top of there and over all boulders, so we will keep it simple. Lordy. And there we go. We're good. Cut all that out. And that's why this truck is why we're doing why we're doing it this way around. Because I mean, just how amazing was that? So it's easy. The only thing that hinders us is the size of the truck. I guarantee that scout would have it would have been a bit of a pain. A little bit of a pain. So let's head on up here. Probably sitting around the half-hour mark now, so a bit of time left. I reckon we can probably try and do this in this episode. Ah, now see, silly thing in this game. One of the few things that bother me. Tiny branches like that can stop a truck of like this size and weight. And you just think, unlikely, really. But I get it. Really difficult mechanic for the devs to design there. So I do get it, but you know, arguably maybe another way of stopping people like me taking these massive trucks that really aren't meant to be being used for this task or designed for this. Oh, hello. This is going to be a bit tight, isn't it? I'm not even sure if I line that up. We're going to get through there. Take a bit of a wider stance and then throw it at it. No, I'm pretty sure we're not. So we are gonna have to try and fight our way through these trees. Ouch. Okay, a little bit of a gap there, but not much. Oh man. Oh dear. And this is what I was just talking about, see? There we are. Dev's got me good. I wonder if I'll remember in the edit to go and look up a dev Coronation Street GIF for what I've just said a couple of times now. No, this isn't going to work, is it? And I may end up making a bad situation worse. So... Austin powers my way out of this now. Can I? 2 more possible. Whoa. 1 more possible solution to give us the angle. I'm gonna try and come at this a different way. I don't think it's gonna let me though. I think Greta's revenge here is gonna get us all sorts of hung up. Yeah. That's out there. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. No, we won't be using the recovery function, thank you, just yet. We're not that broken. Ah, it just kicks on that lip, it does every time. And then straight into that tree. So, what if we... There we go. The only other thing would be is jam this right in there and against his nose. Last chance. Glad we stole the fuel out of that scout. Ah, come on. No, you're not gonna do it, you. Yes, come on, come on, come on without tipping. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, look at that. Nah, it's definitely not gonna work, is it? Oh, oh. You know what's gonna happen here, don't you? I'm gonna end up jamming this thing in. And get it stuck in between the rocks. Yeah, this is not gonna go. Okay. Plan, I don't know, D. Should have bought the scout, mate. That'll teach me that. Stealing fuel and gonna cheat my way to an upgrade. Let's have a quick look here. So we'll come back down the hill. I wonder if we can just drop down, drop out. Let's have a little go. If not, I'll knock it in the other school, and I will. Ironically, I will do a cut in the filming. This could be a terrible idea. But we like terrible ideas. Wait. Terrible idea. Happen. over this rock here. Nope. Awful. Come on then. Out you come, 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 out you come. We can't do that, so I'm gonna get myself out of this mess. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord, that was a big hit. An enormous hit. Punch my way through this little gap. Sweet. Let's go, my friend. We've got some serious damage. Okay, so I think what we'll do quickly is I will do a quick cut scene, and the plan being is I'm going to drop down here, come back into the town, and just come back up the right side. So I'll see you all in a minute. So here we are, picking up now the upgrade. Amazingly, no further issues. Got out of there just about unscathed and untroubled. I was just thinking though, like, I think I've got about 200 hours logged on this game now. Probably, realistically, about I reckon maybe 150 of that is accurate. I think the other 50 is just where I'm terrible habit, especially with dealing with the kids and stuff, of just kind of leaving the game running. So it's just clocking up hours. But let's see what this is. For the Chevy. Engine upgrades. Interesting. I honestly, other than where I've jokingly, I think I sent my Chevy Scout off the top of one of the mountains because I just couldn't face trying to find my way, traversing my way back down it, which we're going to have to do again, ironically, if we're going to clear all the tasks off this map. Yeah, other than that, where this thing has like barrel rolled its way down a mountain, I don't think I've damaged a vehicle as much as I've damaged the Azov in this episode. So, you know, embarrassingly proud of myself. The other thing I had to think of is we do have a spare wheel, so that'll help a little bit. So we're gonna hop down here, pick up the fuel, come back up, get that upgrade. Let's go. Just gotta follow this road out. And then once we've done these watchtowers and targeted some of these upgrades, it's then going to be a case of heading back over to the garage. I may just recover again that whole thing of point of driving from there. It's not that far though. I'll probably drive. And then it's a case of just starting to pick off a couple of tasks over on that side of the map. I think just to start chipping away at the XP and for some cash. Now, obviously, we could. The silence told you everything you need to know there. We could always sell the trucks that we got, that we've been and found. Oh, by the way, it's not. I don't know if it was obvious then. I instinctively just did it. When you're up at the fuel station, just hold X down, and it'll basically fill the tank for you rather than having to like press it over and over again for smaller amounts of fuel. Turning circle sucked. Yeah, so we could always sell some of those trucks that we found, which would give us a bit of money for the upgrades and things. But I don't know. I'm quite tempted to give them both a go, to be honest with you. The Scout 800 was good. If I remember, I think I upgraded it, put it on the raised suspension, which instinctively is what you want, so you're not smashing into the rocks on the floor. But then when you had the raised suspension and then like the spare fuel on the roof rack, it just became so like unbalanced. It was pretty much like impossible to not just constantly be tipping it over. Like, why do I care if I've got a winch on the middle there? Anyway, now this is another one of those situations because this is really narrow and tricky. But I think it's more doable than the last. He says, "Yeah, look at that, straight through." Straight through, baby. Let's go. Again, watching some of Mr. CDP's videos today. I think I'm up to about episode 35, 36 in this Snowrunner series. Really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. I could just like listening to the guy, you know, just maybe just one of those people just with like one of those voices or a sort of like tone and his attitude. Just really like listening to the guy just talking about stuff. I was having a look at his YouTube as well, and like how many videos the guy's put out is incredible. Like I think it was maybe 2011 he started doing YouTube videos. So I got a lot of live to live up to. Right, happy days. Let's get our upgrade. There we are. There's the Chevy's suspension. Do I dare risk swinging this in there? Yeah. No. Come on, baby. Viper, Top Gun, keep coming. Loved that as a kid. Loved it. I thought that Maverick would be absolute rubbish. Proper doggy do. And genuinely that might be probably my top 15, 10 films Maverick. I arguably prefer it to Top Gun, which is, you know, ridiculous, but the truth. This is difficult, so we're just going to take our time, make sure we line it all up as best as we can, throw the winch onto the tree to stop us falling. We are golden. At least on that section we are. So, a final push. A final push. Come on, come on, come on. Because we are going to be getting too close to the hour mark now. We may have to just knock it on the head as soon as we hit this watchtower by here. It is just over by there. Literally, you can see it through the top of the trees there. So, I think with the edit from earlier on, and then lordy, doing a little bit of cutting here and there. As long as this doesn't go horribly wrong, we should be under the hour mark. We can just get over this hill and get down there without rolling it. Look at that, happy days. There we are. We're in. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Bit of a very bruising battle to Azov. There we are. So, camera, get a grip. There we are. Thank you for joining me. Next episode, we'll get back to the garage. We'll start knocking off these tasks. Maybe a little play around with the other vehicles. I'll try to have a bit of a think and a plan before we start recording, and we'll go from there. As always, if you enjoyed listening to this video, please do give me a like, give me a follow. Mainly lets me know what it'll let me know what you like, and if it's working, what's not working. Engage me in the comments, and we'll go from there. So until next time, be happy, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next episode.